Well, Serbia just sitting outside, so a win for them along with Turkey is imperative. Chance of qualification looking slim, of course, by the way that Belgium and Greece have been playing here in the qualifiers along with Latvia. Well, as we get set to introduce the players in from Belgium, there you saw Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Well, coming out now is Renz Lechenberg and Haris Butanovic. Now, we got a few players on this team that play for Lou Ostend, as their head coach, Dario Georgia, is also their club coach. There you saw Kevin Tumba come out. But one of the key players to look out for this Belgian team will be Retin Obasahan. Well, there's Ismail Bako as well, coming off the back of a very good season with Maximum Ressa. He's going to now head out to Italy next year, as he made it to the final of the Basketball Champions League, where they came up short against Lenovo Tenerife. Well, Retin Obasahan, a bit of a mixed results season where he went and played for Apoel Banki Yerushalayim in the Israeli Winter League, but nonetheless a primetime dominant player. And there is their head coach, Dario Georgia. Well, now we get set to introduce the Greek gods in home here on the Mount Olympus. Well, Tyler Dorsey now coming out here in Ghent. It was a very tough game for them on the road, in which they lost to Serbia. A game that went into overtime, of course. Greece ended up losing only by 6 points. Kalazakis there. Well, try not to get him confused with his twin brother. I mean, they're both phenomenal basketball players. One of them, of course, playing out in Lithuania for Liet Kavalis. Well, as we mentioned, in the performance where they played against Serbia, it was Giannis Antetokounmpo who had 40 points, 8 rebounds, and 5 assists. And they still lost the game. They barely lost it. But the performance from Nikola Jokic with a near triple-double himself with 29, 8, and 6 was the key difference. Well, Greece is going to be showcasing. There you can see the main icon of European and international basketball. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you saw that courtside with Sophocles Shortsinidis, Baby Shaq, who played for Greece in 2006 when they defeated the United States of America at the 2006 World Championship. A team that showcased LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, and Dwight Howard. As Sofo, his nickname, was a key player. And there's their head coach, Dimitris Itoudis. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will now get set to stand for the national anthems of these two beautiful countries, starting with the visitors of Belgium. Well, the national anthems of these two beautiful countries have now been sung, and ladies and gentlemen, we'll get set now to introduce our officials for tonight's game. We're very proud that we have officials coming from Romania, Lithuania, and Italy. Well, from Romania, we have Marius Zulin. From Lithuania, we have Gavidis Gervilas. And from Italy, we have Ben Niamino Manuel Attard. We're very proud to say we have some of the finest officials here in world basketball. They've done an excellent job in all of our competitions, and they'll continue to do so here tonight at the FIBA World Cup qualifiers, live here in the city of Athens at the Waka. Well, we're going to take a look at the starting lineups now. And again, if you look at Belgium's starting lineup, very much unchanged from their game against Great Britain, of course. Well, as you can see, the only difference in this game is that Jean-Marc Wima is coming into the starting lineup. Emmanuel Lecomte, along with Hans van Veen, Ismail Bako, and Retin Obasahan, all in the lineup. Now, Maxime Deseu is the only change. He had 5 points against Great Britain in their 15-point win at home. There you can see Kevin Tumba is going to be a key player here tonight, because you know Greece is going to play with a lot of size and a lot of physicality. As we mentioned, with their head coach, Dario Giorgia, a man that moved to Belgium in the 2010-11 season, and since then has built a Belgian basketball dynasty with Falou Ostend. Year after year, we've seen him in the Basketball Champions League. Only recently now, stepping over Eddie Castells, well, taking over, excuse me, as the head coach. Well, now we take a look at the Greek starting lineup. Well, Kostas Papanikolaou, along with Giannis Antetokounmpo and his brother Thanasis, Tyler Dorsey, and Nikolathis all regain the starting lineup roles. The only difference in this one is that Kostas Antetokounmpo, due to injury, is not here in the starting lineup. Well, there you can see Coach Dimitris Atoudis, along with his assistant Sotiris Manolopoulos, who was the head coach of AEK Athens at the beginning of the year before being relieved of his duties the season that they won the Basketball Champions League. Well, Atoudis, as we mentioned, a man that started his coaching career in Zagreb as a junior coach, and has since then risen his way as one of Europe's greatest basketball coaches. Well, this year, he is currently coaching in Istanbul, one of the biggest icons in European basketball. But right now, it's all about the Greek national team. One more victory for them could really help them. Remember, 2 more windows after this for the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, fans all over the world will gravitate to that man's play. I mean, he is just a phenomenal basketball player. There's not a lot you can say about him other than accolades and pay him the homage. Giannis Antetokounmpo really is a generational player. Well, if you think about when Giannis started playing the game of basketball, Greece was a powerhouse in world basketball after 2006 when they came second in the FIBA World Championship. The summer prior in the 2005 Eurobasket, they defeated Germany's Dirk Nowitzki in the final. And players such as Theo Papaloukas, Dimitris Diamantidis, Nikos Chatchivretis, and if you saw courtside, Baby Shaq, Shotsanitsas. Well, our official sponsor for this one, the Tissot Countdown to Tip-Off. We're 1 minute away. This is Greece versus Belgium, the 2023 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. We're live here in the Waka. Well, tempo is going to be key in this game, of course. It's going to be a question of how well Belgium try to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo, or with the likes of Retin Obasahan, excuse me. But the key thing we've been reading about is how well does Giannis transcend from playing in the NBA to international basketball. Well, let me tell you, the other night we read out his stat line of 40 points. I think that says enough right there. But the question is for Belgium, who is going to have the honor, and I mean the honor, of defending the NBA, well, arguably one of the NBA's greatest players. Well, good evening. Yassas to all of our Greek basketball fans. Tikanes Polikala. It is ready now. Emis Bezumeto basket. We're going to get ready for a hell of a basketball game. Greece are going to take on Belgium. This is the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. We're set for tip. Well, tip is underway now. It will be, well, it's going to take a deflection, go out of bounds as Tyler Dorsey tries to save that one, but it's going to be Belgian ball. As we mentioned, Tyler Dorsey having a hell of a game the other night against Serbia. They finished with 16 points, 3 rebounds, and 3 assists, but it just wasn't enough to get Greece over the final line. Well, the home crowd now, Greek basketball renowned for its passionate basketball support, is Emmanuel Lecomte now coming off the screen here. Well, pick and pop play. Ismail Bako looking for options. Well, 3 seconds now for Hans van Veen. He's got to step back and take a three-pointer. The 3 is up and it's no good. And now Kalathis can get things going here for Greece. Well, Kalathis now just trying to dribble off a double screen. Now loses dribble and a careless turnover. Or maybe just a little bit of anxiety in both teams' early play now, as they just try to settle into this game. Obasahan now coming off one screen with Van Veen, and another turnover is now Thanasis comes up with it. Well, Giannis now goes in, Euro step, what outcome? Well, the Greek god already just erupting the Waka with the infamous Giannis step. And the Greek crowd now just getting into this with the chant of Elas. Question now, can Belgium settle down now? As Lecomte now coming off one screen with Ismail Bako. Good ball reversal to Hans van Veen. He makes a penetration. Van Veen goes in a little floater, and he tucks that one away. Well, excuse me, that was Ismail Bako, actually. Kalathis now coming off the screen, and now Hans van Veen having to defend here against Antetokounmpo. Well, Dorsey now, well, he can make these, comes off a screen, tucks that one away. Well, that pick and roll is going to be a problem here for Belgium. Well, the one nightmare is anytime Giannis sets a screen, you got to put 2 bodies on him. But then if you leave Tyler Dorsey wide open, it could be a bit of a field day here for the Greeks. Lecomte now coming off another screen here with Ismail Bako. 10 on the shot clock here for Belgium, just again trying to find an opening. Obasahan now here, got it by Kalathis. Almost turns it over, the ball's on the floor. And we got to jump on, I believe that's going to be possession. Possession to Greece, I believe, maybe, because well, Reton Obasahan has had some really good games this year for Apple Bank. But look at the Euro Antetokounmpo step. I mean, that is just too easy. Giannis now getting a handoff here with Kalathis. Kalathis now looking for options. Will the post up? Well, here's a mismatch now. Giannis got it by Van Veen. They've caught a traveling violation. Giannis just looking at the referee there. Let's have a look at the replay. Well, definitely, it's a good call there. You gotta love the look Giannis just gives him afterwards. Well, Emmanuel Lecomte now, again, being heavily guarded here by Tyler Dorsey. Coming off one screen here with Bako, finding Bako now. Bako turns it over. Great defense by Dorsey, and now Kalathis goes in. And Kalathis lays it up in transition. Well, that's the one thing about Greece, of course. When you make mistakes, they got the ability to punish you and get out in transition. But you might get it right on offense, and Greece will still punish you. Obasahan now kicking this one out for a handoff with Emmanuel Lecomte. Lecomte now pulling up for the mid-range. Well, it's a good look, but he couldn't make it. Now Dorsey here in transition. Dorsey coming off another screen now. Giannis, finding Giannis down the middle. And Giannis pump fakes, goes up, and he gets fouled. And Antetokounmpo will go to the free throw line. The foul is going to be called against Ismail Bako. Well, that's going to be the mismatch all night long. I mean, Belgium, you know, credit to them. They're a very good team, but they've got to figure out how to defend the pick and roll here. Well, there's Kalathis in transition. I mean, you can talk about X's and O's all night long, but again, when you are a good team like Belgium, and you have to travel here to Athens in the Waka and play against one of the world's best teams with the Antetokounmpo brothers, Nick Kalathis and Tyler Dorsey. I mean, essentially, you just got to have no fear, give it everything, but you got to figure out how to defend that pick and roll. Giannis makes the first free throw. And there is Gianoulis Larentzakis, who was a member, as we mentioned, with the 2018 Ike team that won the Basketball Champions League in this arena in the final, defeating Monaco. Well, basketball out here in Greece is like a religion. If you go back to 1987, when Nikos Gallis and Panagiotis Giannakis led Greece to the European Championship where they defeated the USSR in the final. Since then, basketball just became bigger than life. Well, some big clubs out here in Greece as well. If you think of the like of Ike, Addis, Pauk as well. Jean-Marc Mouina now getting a handoff. He'll take a three-pointer, doesn't get it. Now we've seen Jean-Marc Mouina. You can see the response there from Coach Dario Georgia, who actually coaches Jean-Marc Mouina at Falou Ostend. But again, we've seen Jean-Marc Mouina really settle for a lot of perimeter shots, even in the Basketball Champions League. But again, with his ability, you want to see him get to the basket. Well, Kalatis now, pick and roll here. Giannis now looking to isolate. Giannis going in, backdoor play, finding Thanasis. Oh, he missed a wide open layup. But Thanasis made a beautiful backdoor cut. Well, the game now just slowing down in a bit of a tempo here, as the fans probably just need a little bit of something on the court here just to get them going. Well, Manuel Lecomte now again trying to get things going in the backcourt here. Interested to see Retin Obasan playing the twos. He's going to make a penetration. Gets rejected, but the foul is going to be called against Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Thanasis just, let's have a look at the replay here. I definitely follows through. Definitely makes contact there. Well, checking into the game now here for Belgium. They're going to make a change already. For them is number 14, Maxime Deseo, excuse me, plays for Hugo Limburg United. Did play for Apoel Nechulon in the Basketball Champions League in the 2020-21 regular season. She started, as we mentioned, in the game against Great Britain at home where they won. And Retin Obasan makes a second free throw. Again, is on his way to play next season in Pro A in the LNB Professional League in France. Well, Thanasis now is going to do a pick and roll here with Dorsey. Well, Dorsey now looking to isolate, pulls up for a tough three-pointer, takes it, nails it. Well, that is a big-time three-pointer. Well, Tyler Dorsey feeling the confidence right now. Again, coming off that pick and roll and just letting it go from the perimeter. Well, Dorsey now moves up to 6 points. Is now Retin Obasan finding Bako under the basket. He's got to go up with it. Great defense by Greece. That's going to be Greek ball. Well, Bako's got to have the confidence. He's got to go up and dunk it right away. But look at Dorsey. Mairevi, he is cooking it right now. Well, Dorsey, the chef. Well, Dorsey now heavily guarded by Obasan. And Giannis now top of these, going to get a pick and roll here with Thanasis. Giannis bumps, goes in. Well, Giannis gets rejected. And now Obasan there, finding Bako, throws it down. Ismail Bako with no regard for the Greek help side defense. Well, Ismail Bako, a block on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and then a throwdown. And maybe that will give Belgium a bit of confidence now. Well, Bako time. Why not take it, Bako? Doesn't get it. As now Papanikolaou comes up with it. Papanikolaou now finds Thanasis. Three in the corner. Well, Thanasis, Yatris Parakolo nails a three-pointer. Well, Thanasis Antetokounmpo, again, one part of his game he's very underrated at is the ability to spread the floor and take the perimeter shots. Well, Lecomte now coming off one screen. Finding Van Ven, makes a penetration, does a little Belgium Euro step, doesn't get it. Now Giannis looking for a bit of revenge. Giannis all the way, gets his own rebound. Well, too easy there. Again, any shot, Giannis goes up with it. You got to put a body on him. as he will follow up with rebound after rebound. Obasa now using a double screen here, pulling up in the mid-range, takes it, doesn't get it. Bako now hungry, going in for a second chance, and that's much better there. Much better from Ismail Bako. The foul is going to be called on Papanikolaou. Well, again, Ismail Bako could be the key difference here, but look at Bako. Bako says, not in my house, spiti mu. And then Bako says, Kali Nikta, good night, Athens. Well, Retz and Obasa now will go to the bench, take a breather. Well, coming into the game now is Alexandre Libert here for Belgium. And as I was saying, Ismail Bako could be the key factor for Belgium in this game. You know, the size and the physicality that Greece have, but the ability to run with this team. He needs to go in for second chances and get as many offensive rebounds as much as possible. But again, when you're up against one of the greatest basketball players in the world, it's easier said than done. As Bako makes both free throws. Well, Dorsey now thought about taking it, but Libert with the good defense. Now Kalathis in the lane. Kalathis puts a little teardrop, and he gets somehow, some way gets it to drop. Well, that's what Nick Kalathis does best. Running circles around the defense. It's just effectively using that pick and roll. Causing the defense all sorts of problems now. Van Vin now finds Alexandre Libert. They're going to call an offensive foul against Maxime Deseu. Let's have a look at the replay here. Oh, it's the right call, yeah. Well, Maxime Deseu, what he does is he leans in with his left shoulder, but, well, this could be a problem now here for Belgium because Ismail Bako is going to come out again. Well, Giannis is coming out as well, so that could be a bit of a beneficial for them. Well, there's a cross court. They take the three-pointer. Three is up, and the three is good from downtown. Well, Papanikolaou hitting the first three-pointer of the game for his tally. Well, there was a cross court by Kalathis, finding Papanikolaou. Yatris. And Belgium now, Dario Georgia calling timeout as he wants to talk it over with his players. Again, look at Giannis here. I mean, just how easy does this man make it look? The one-handed jam there with the Giannis Euro Antetokounmpo step. Well, Van Vin as well, making that penetration down low and just putting a floater. But look at Tyler Dorsey here, feeling the confidence as we mentioned coming off the screens. And the crossover right in the face of Retin Obasahan. But Ismail Bako with no regard. Well, they almost turned over there. Kalathis with great defense. So Emmanuel Lecomte and Kevin Tumba has just checked in the game here for Belgium. Well, Tumba's going to be guarded by Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Well, he's got a mismatch. He's been guarded by Kalathis. He's got to get the ball to him. Well, Maxime Deseu's got to identify. Kevin Tumba was being guarded by Nick Kalathis. Well, they're going to call the foul now. Well, Tumba is like, give me the basketball, please. Well, excuse me. My apologies. It wasn't Deseu. It is actually, the substitution has been made. So currently the game is Frens Blechenberg for Belgium, also a member of Flu Ostend. So he missed the first free throw. Well, Tumba got the switch on defense. And again, anytime Kevin Tumba's been guided by a player like Nick Kalafdis, you got to give him the ball in the low post. He makes the second one now. 13-point deficit. Belgium just trying to hang in there at the moment. Under 2.5 to go here in the first quarter. This is the FIBA World Cup European Qualifiers. Kalafdis coming off one screen now. Finding Thanasis, throws it up. And my goodness gracious, Thanasis Antetokounmpo with a one-handed alley-oop. Oh, Antetokounmpo now. Thanasis goes up to 5 points. Remember, he hit that 1 3-pointer. As Alexandre Libert. There's the cross-court pass now. Finding Blechenberg. And again, Tyler Dorsey's been matched up. Tumba's got to get the ball. Tumba's got to get the ball. Libert now steps through, 24-second violation. And there you can see Dario Georgia. Well, Kevin Tumba had the mismatch again, but he's got to cement position. He's got to get to the double block, and he's got to demand the basketball. Well, look at the one-handed. That is just too easy. Kalafdis goes in with a one-handed finger roll. Well, you say Nick Kalafdis, he's looking like Nick Gallis out there. Well, Kalafdis now becoming the modern-day Greek point guard, along with players such as Kostas Sloukas, who's not going to play in this game, obviously. Well, Tumba again has a mismatch. There's a cross-court. Kalafdis with the steal. And now Greece can push this one. Well, Kalafdis has got options here. He's going to slow this one down now. Go pick and roll. Backdoor play, finding Papanikolaou. And again, it is too easy right now, as Greeks are just dominating this game. 19-point lead here to the Greeks. Well, Jonathan Tabou now with the penetration to kick out. Libert had the shot, didn't take it. And they get another look. And this is a better look for Belgium, but they didn't make it. Well, they keep it alive. That's much better. Well, there's another kick out. They got to shoot this one. It's another wide open look, and they get it to drop. Well, you can't fault that offense. 2 good looks there for Belgium, and they were able to make the second one. Again, anytime you get a penetration, a wide open look, you got to take that one. As Alexandre Libert hitting the three-pointer. Well, there's the baseline play now. Good defense. The spin around goes up. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, you got to love the play for Kostas Papanikolaou. Just going to work. The last second now, as Jonathan Tabou is going to try and dribble the ball down here for Belgium. Well, he's going to go pick and roll here with Kevin Tumba. Tabou now finds Libert. He's got to force it up. The three is up. Oh, baby! You got to love it. Alexandre Libert with a big-time three-pointer. And again, just trying to keep Belgium in this game. We'll have a look at the replay. Only seconds left there. Well, that is right in the face of Kostas Papanikolaou here in the heart of the Waka. We'll leave you some stats and some highlights here from the first quarter. But again, Belgium just finding any way to make themselves be able to compete in this one. Well, again, if you just saw that one, of course, I mean, you got to love the way how Giannis just took that one coast to coast. Again, just threw it down with authority. Again, he almost came up with the block there against Hans van Veen. But Tyler Dorsey, again, has been causing 2 problems here with his 2 3-pointers. Well, anytime you got a player that has that confidence coming off a screen, you know it's going to be a huge problem for your team. I mean, look, it's the crossover, and again, in the face of Redna Basahan. Well, Redna Basahan is one of the best defenders we saw in the Basketball Champions League, but Ismail Bako with the rejection on Giannis. And then the 2-handed jam down the other end. He wanted the and one call. Well, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you subscribe to Courtside 1891. And there are the stats here from the first quarter. Greece, 100% from the perimeter, 4 for 4 and 8 for 11 from inside the rainbow. Belgium have only missed one free throw, of course. They're 5 for 6, but again, it's something they got to keep going to, try and keep getting to the free throw line. Well, as I mentioned, ladies and gentlemen, make sure you download Courtside 1891, where you can follow all the best live streams of international basketball. Well, next month we will have the FIBA Women's World Cup hosted in Australia. You can follow that on Courtside 1891. That's going to be the biggest event of the year, along with the FIBA Eurobasket and the FIBA America. Remember, Courtside 1891, there is the QR code. Olivier now hit that big three-point at the end of the first quarter. There's the kick out again. They try another three-pointer. Belgium starting to feel it. They don't get it. Jonathan Tabou with a rebound. Olivier now trying to finally turn it over. And Giannis just comes up with it now. What do we have in transition? Dorsey goes up. He gets fouled. Well, count it. Tyler Dorsey is going to go to the free throw line for the three-point play. And again, whoa, Demetrius Atutis. Have a look at the replay here. Watch Dorsey in transition. Well, there's a contact. And as he's in the process, look at the Iceman. Finger roll, kissing that one off the backboard. And Dorsey makes a three-point play now. 18-point lead now here to Greece. Well, you can see Belgium with Jonathan Tabou, Maxime Deseu, Kevin Tumba, Liber, and Blechenberg, who just missed that three-pointer. And now Dorsey wants to push this one. Dorsey takes it, but the foul was way before the shot. The foul is going to be called against Alexandre Liber. Well, that's a problem when you have to guard a player like Tyler Dorsey. The ability to beat you on the dribble, and just, I think he becomes a problem, of course, is putting you backcourt into foul trouble. Well, Agravanis along with Bocharidis. Aaron Zakis, well, Giannis turn around, takes it, doesn't get it. Well, that point, when Giannis starts making three-pointers, that's nothing you could do at that point. I mean, you think about the critics of world basketball, of course, the criticism that sometimes Giannis comes onto, where they say maybe he's not a great three-point shooter. But I mean, when you're a player as great as Giannis, and you do about everything on the basketball court, eventually there's going to be some parts of your game that don't replicate other parts of your success. But again, my word, I have seen Giannis have games where he has shut the lights out. Giannis now down the middle, dish shot, beautiful pass. And Jonathan Tabou gets called for the foul there. And there you can see Giannis with the penetration, the dish off there. So Giannis, a facilitator, getting his teammates involved. Simple penetration, the dish off there. Finding Bocharidis. Again, that's what makes him one of the best players on the planet. Well, excuse me, Demetrius Agravanis, it was, well, stands at 6'10", 208 centimeters. Will now go to the free throw line to take these two shots. Well, he was key for Greece in the games in the first window. Remember, they lost the opening game in Newcastle to Great Britain, but on the return fixture, well, they beat Belarus up in Thessaloniki, where the great Nick Gallis was in attendance in that game. As Agravanis misses the second free throw now. 19-point lead here to Greece. Well, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, another member of Philly Ostend, one of Dario George's club players. As Tabou takes the long two-pointer, and Jonathan Tabou. Again, Belgium need everybody to step up and have big games here tonight. And Giannis now looking to get things going here. Got it by Kevin Tumba. Giannis now looking to spin around. Giannis, oh, baby! Giannis Antetokounmpo just serves up Kevin Tumba. Well, there's the offensive foul. The illegal screen was set. Well, this is where the Greek basketball fans say, Ami Sagapame, Giannis Antetokounmpo, baby. Well, throws it down with no regard for Kevin Tumba's feelings. That is Kali Nikta, Kevin Tumba. Well, Dorsey's made 2 3-pointers, takes another one, doesn't get this one. If he makes that one, again, it's going to be a field day. Well, what a pass, finds Bako. Bako gets blocked by the backboard, kicks out to Pierre-Antoine Gillet. He's got to make it. And Belgium, again, you got to credit the way they're doing the best they can at the moment. Bako going in for offensive rebounds, run in transition. Well, Dorsey now curling the screen here, looking for options now, pulls up in the mid-range. Doesn't get the rebound secured by Belgium. Still trailing by 19 points now with options. Oh, puts it behind the pack, goes down the middle, kick out, and a charge. Well, Bleckenberg there, put the move. Well, Kalazikis now is coming into the game here for Greece. That's the right call, of course, no arguments whatsoever, but he's got to be a little bit smarter with the ball. Is now Tyler Dorsey. Cutting off one screen now, kicks us out to Agravanis. Tries to go down the middle now, goes up, gets rejected. Well, what a block shot. And now Jonathan Tabou, we're looking for someone to run with him in transition. Nobody running with him. Trying to go to another pick and roll here. Almost gets his pocket picked. Tabou now makes the penetration, fakes the pass, goes up and avoids the block of Giannis. And he'll go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. I think he's gone down a little bit awkwardly. Well, does just enough there. Well, he set that one over the Acropolis to avoid a Giannis block. But look at this rejection. Get out of here. Well, Kalaitzakis thought he had a wide open look. Well, Jonathan Tabou now will go to the free throw line here for the 2 shots. So he makes the first one. Well, veteran player, of course, started his professional career in Charleroi back in 2004. And as of last season, was playing for Limburg United. Did play for Baxi Maressa in the 2020-21 regular season of the Basketball Champions League, as well as Bilbao Basket for 2 seasons in the ACB. Killing off one screen now, the behind the back, good ball movement here. Well, fakes a pass now, had a wide open Larenzakis, but Bako again with a rejection. Well, second block now for Ismail Bako. We'll find Bako down the lane now. Bako turns it over as now Larenzakis comes up with it. Giannis recovers. Giannis now down the middle, and again goes in with the Giannis step and the Giannis finger roll. Well, you can't guard that. Simple as that. You ask LeBron James, you ask Stephen Curry, they can't guard that. Another offensive foul is going to be set here. Well, I think that's going to be against Retin Obasahan, actually, the way he came off the screen, I think, with the... Let's have a look at the replay. Well, watch Retin Obasahan right there with the left arm. Who in the world can guard the Giannis step? So down the middle now, kicking this one out. Takes deflection, so it's going to be Greece ball here with 7 seconds. I think we're going to have a timeout now as these 2 teams want to talk it over.
We got 3 times now. Kalaitzakis 2 times consecutively. Kalaitzakis got a drive, a kick on an open look. Agravanis, drive, kick on an open look. And we get on the blocks. Play team basketball, come on. Hey, 7 seconds. Yanni. Giannis, I put you as a foul. This is Agravanis. This is Larry, that's a 2, and Kalaitzakis. You got both of the ball. Even if it's zone, we're going to play that. We got 2 targets. Giannis.
Well, the Greek fans now really enjoying the occasion. Again, you just gotta love basketball fans out here. Well, Jonathan Tabou now looking at stepping up with the mid-range, the veteran play there. Look at Giannis at the spin out, just serving up Kevin Tumba. Well, Tumba's one of the best defenders you'll see in the post play. But again, you ask the question, who can guard the Giannis step? Well, that is vintage Antetokounmpo basketball. Well, Giannis down the post here, got it by Pierre-Antoine Gillet, just kisses that one off the backboard. Again, Giannis, what can this man not do on the basketball court? Oh, we got an ankle break now. As Kalaitzakis here, trying to pick up Jonathan Tabou is now Reto Nobasan here, coming off one screen with Ismail Bako. Again, Bako's been guarded by Larantzakis. Gets the ball, he's got to go up with it. Bako forced it up, and look at the rebound. The strength of Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis now kicking this one out, finding Larantzakis for three. Doesn't get it, and the rebound secured by Blechberman now. Pushes one with a Vasahan. And Bako again misses, and again, Giannis with a rebound. Kalaitzakis now goes baseline, kicks this one out. They try another three from downtown. Again, it's no good. So Greece just going a little bit cold now. The foul is going to be called. That's only the second team foul now for Greece here. Well, it's like 2,000 if you like. Kalaitzakis just reaching in, so he's got to be careful. You don't want to pick up too many, of course, but well, like his twin brother, again, just true competitors. Really like to get out and pick up full court man-to-man defense, but you know, this is a learning lesson for them as well. So they're going to play in the backcourt here with Giannis Larantzakis. And now Emmanuel Lecomte comes back into the game here for Belgium. So just under 4.5 to go here in the second quarter. Belgium trailing by 21. Lecomte now finding Pierre-Antoine Gillet. A quick catch and shoot from the perimeter. Three is up, and the three is good. Well, the former Lenovo Tenerife player, again, hitting a much-needed 3 points there for the Belgian Lions. There's now Dimitris Itoudis is going to call timeout here for Greece.
Speedy now, we have fouls to give, and we allow three-pointers, three-pointers, etc. And with the turnover, great offense, bravo, keep shooting. But we need to use the bonus better. We're not smart on using the bonus. Come on. Nick, Tyler. Nick and Tyler. You get Boho and Larry. Kalaitzakis remains. Hey, 43 for you. Ποια πλευρά σε βολεύει, να κάνεις αυτό το κέρδι αυτό. Από εκεί εδώ, μέσα. Από εδώ, εδώ. Hey, 43 Giannis. Giannis is a 4. My passer is going to be Nick. So you are as a 3. This is Boho. This is Agravanis, I'm sorry. And we got Nick over here. And Giannis Sills. Hey, still you going over here.
And Yanni in it better here, so if he
And then we post him, okay?
Go the other way. Thank you, let's go.
Tyler, you're over here. Keeping that guy occupied.
Go.
2 more fouls to use.
That's interesting there for Coach Dimitris Itoudis. You know, renowned for being a very, very principled, fastidious basketball coach, saying to his players, look, we got fouls to give. We can't be letting them have open three-pointers. So again, he wants his team to play physical. I think, of course, as well, he wants a big response from his players after the disappointing loss on the road in Belgrade against Nikola Jokic's Serbia the other night. But at the moment, he's getting that response, but Itoudis wants more. As Kalatis now back in the game. And Giannis now trying to post up here against Pierre-Antoine Gillet. And it gets Giannis. Giannis spins out, goes baseline. But you see Belgium, they had Ismail back on the help side there, but look how quickly he spins out baseline, just becoming impossible. I mean, let's look at the replay here. As soon as he catches it, goes baseline. And the agility of this man, no reason, well, no surprise why he won the NBA MVP award numerous occasions. And of course, is an NBA champion, so he'll step up to the free throw line. Well, Giannis first played in his FIBA World Cup debut for the Greek national team back in 2014. Where as a young player, he averaged 7.8 points per game as he missed the first free throw. Now, he also played in the 2019 FIBA World Cup, excuse me, where he averaged just under 15 points per game, along with just under 9 rebounds as well. Now, he's headed to the Eurobasket quickly after the qualifiers. And no doubt, of course, we'll see him if Greece qualify for the 2023 FIBA World Cup next year in Japan, Indonesia, and Gilas Filipinas, but he misses both free throws. Obasahan now. Well, now he's being guarded by Giannis. Gives this one up to Hans Van Ven to go to Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Finds Backo under the basket. Well, that's beautiful basketball there from Belgium. The penetration, the dish off to the big fella down low. Cutting it down now to a 16-point ball game. Now Giannis looking to go to work in the post here. Belgian players getting ready for double teams. Kicks out. There's a three-pointer. Three is up. And again, it's no good. Well, this is where the players around Giannis really need to come big, especially when the big games come, because you know many teams are going to double team him. As Kalaitzakis gets called for the foul there. Well, again, Pierre-Antoine Gillet with the no-look time, finding Ismail Backo. Well, started with the penetration, of course. As Kalaitzakis picks up his second personal foul, he's going to go to the bench, take a breather. As Agaravanis will also go to the bench, take a breather. Well, Thanasis and Tyler Dorsey are back in the game here for Greece. So along with Kostas Papanikolaou, Greece again with a very strong lineup here. Well, Gillet thought about taking the three-pointer, almost loses it. A couple seconds now. Lecomte's got to go in. Lecomte avoids the block, and Backo with a tip-in. And you can see Dario Georgia applauding his players for the spirit and the fight against Greece here. Kalatis now coming off one screen, finding oh my goodness gracious! Giannis Antetokounmpo, one more time, please. Well, you just can't write this stuff. Giannis can dunk from almost anywhere on the court. Is Retin Obasahan makes the three-pointer. Well, Kalatis now going to another pick and roll here with Giannis. Well, kicking out again. As Papanikolaou tries the three-pointer, doesn't get it. Thanasis. Well, does he do enough there? Is it Tudis? They've changed it, yeah. Well, there's the pick and roll. Melene, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jero Poli, he just said to the Belgium health side defense, nice to meet you. As Giannis Antetokounmpo, well, he's going to go to the bench, take a breather now. And there's a reason why every kid in Greece and all over the world, for that matter, is saying right now, I want to be like Giannis. Well, Dorsey now, a bit of contact. Doesn't get the one, but Tyler Dorsey will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. I think I wasn't sure. I thought the foul was on Retin Obasahan. Well, Dorsey will shoot the free throws. Well, Maxime Deseo now will come back in the game here for Belgium. Is Ismail Backo? Well, this is smart from Dario Georgia because he wants Backo on the floor when Giannis is playing. Well, the foul is on Obasahan, that's for sure, yeah. But and Dorsey makes the first free throw. Well, Dorsey, of course, has played in the NBA for the Dallas Mavericks, the Memphis Grizzlies, and the Atlanta Hawks, but comes up with a loose ball here. Tries to go baseline now, reverse slap. Too easy there. Tyler Dorsey just going to work. Well, again, Belgium have got to anticipate it's going to happen every time he's got the ball in his hands. But somebody's got to come over and help. As Van Ven tried to make a penetration, but he turns it over. And it's going to be Belgian ball as Papanikolaou went to the ground and hit the deck there. Boy, you just got to love Thanasis Antetokounmpo, but we got a timeout now. As Coach Dario Giorgio wants to talk it over with his players. Oh, let's go in and listen now to what these coaches have to say. Well, there are the highlights, of course. Giannis Antetokounmpo getting that one off the backboard. Pierre-Antoine Gillet with a big three-pointer. And Emmanuel Lecomte there. But look at Ismael Bako. And that is where he is indispensable here for Belgium. Kalathis, 1-2 punch there with Giannis. And that's just another day at the office there for Kalathis and Giannis. Well, 10 on the shot clock now here for Emmanuel Lecomte. Finding Pierre-Antoine Gillet, another three-point hit his last one. Well, can he get it? But a foul is going to be called on Maxime Deseu. So Agravanis will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. And then you can see Alexandre Libert along with Kevin Tumba coming back into the game here. Well, Agravanis currently at the line right now. As we speak at the moment, he's currently a free agent for that matter. Originally from Marousi, Greece here in Hellas, 27 years of age. He missed the first free throw. We'll have to leave him Marousi for a few seasons. Went and played for Panathinaikos, another club base here. It's actually in the talks he's playing for Ike next season, so as he misses both free throws again. So the free throw shooting here from Greece again has been very poor. Well, Lecomte now looking for a penetration now. Got it by Thanasis. Well, looking to kick this one out now. Down the middle now. Tries to avoid the block again as Kevin Tumba tries to follow up. Oh, Papa Nicolau. It's Kalathis now with the ball in his hands. Well, Thanasis setting the screen here with Kalathis. Well, what a pass by Kalathis under the basket. Well, gives it right back. Kalathis, 3, got it! Yeah, 3 para Colo. Well, bit of a 1-2 punch there with Kalathis and Thanasis. Well, Kalathis with a steal now, and now they can run with this one. And Kalathis is fouled. Well, there was a foul there from Alexandre Libert. Well, Kalathis gets to Thanasis, says Parakalo, back to Kalathis, Efcharisto, and Thanasis says Parakalo, one more time, you are welcome. And Greece are just running wild right now as Nikos Kalathis currently hit the free throw line. And again, the free throw struggles here. Still struggling here tonight for Greece. Well, Greece have shot a very shocking stat here from the free throw line. 41% now, 6 for 13. They moved that up to 46 now after he made that one. As Kalaitzakis comes back into the game here for Greece. Well, Summer now getting a handoff here with Lecomte, and the foul's going to be called against. Well, that's an interesting one. They're going to call that against Mikhail Luncis, who's only just checked to the game now. Well, that's the right call, of course. I mean, one argument you could probably make in the favor of Luncis is that maybe Lecomte is hooking him, but I got to tell you, I agree with the official. That's the right call. Well, he makes the first free throw. And Emmanuel Lecomte has been very big here for the Belgian Lions in the first two windows of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers in the games they had against Latvia and Slovakia. So he makes the second one now. Well, last few seconds now, Calathis. Well, throwing it away now, and again, a wasted opportunity. And you can see Papa Nicolau try to go baseline there on the backdoor cut, but Nick Calathis thought he was going to hang out. Lecomte now, a few seconds left. Penetration finds Gillet right at the end of the first half. And the Emmanuel Lecomte, Pierre-Antoine Gillet 1-2 punch. Well, dishing off and saying merci beaucoup right at the end of the first half. Belgium refusing to throw the towel in here against Greece. Live here in Athens at the Waka. Well, this is the 2023 FIBA World Cup European qualifiers. Giannis Antetokounmpo leading the way. The Greek god at the moment has 14 points, 4 rebounds and 1 assist. As Greece now just holding on to a 16-point lead. We'll leave you with some stats and some highlights. There's Ioannis Papapetro. Well, there you can see, of course, Belgium 4 for 12 from the perimeter. Greece were 4 for 4, but at the moment, 5 for 11. 2 of those coming from Tyler Dorsey. 14 for 20 from inside the rainbow. Well, the rebounds actually going in favor of Belgium, of course. Well, if you look at some of the top scorers here from the game, as we mentioned, Giannis and Tyler Dorsey leading the way here for Greece. Kostas Papanikolaou with 7. So for Belgium, their top scorer at the moment is Ismail Bako with 8. And Alexandre Libert, well, he has 6 points. And Pierre-Antoine Gillet with 5 with his 1 3-pointer. Well, let's take a look at the highlights and go get a drink. Go get something to eat, but don't go anywhere too long, as we're live here in the Waka. We'll be back in just under 13 minutes for the second half. Greece leading the way here against Belgium, the 2023 FIBA World Cup European qualifiers. Live here in the Waka. Well, there was the Giannis step, as we mentioned again. The 14 points he's had here in the first half is the fact that he's been unable to be stopped in transition. I mean, a lot of people like to talk about what Giannis can do in the low post, but there you can see Tyler Dorsey, the 2 3-pointers he pulled up for, but Calathis in transition. And Calathis is one of the primetime facilitators here in Europe, and a lot of people giving him criticism that he's not a great shooter, but Dorsey again just nailing that one. And there was Ismail Bako. Bako with a throwdown in transition. Well, the key thing, of course, is going to be how Belgium continue to put the pressure against them in this game, of course. Well, there you can see under the basket, Papanikolaou just doing the easy stuff, of course, and his job being so easy here tonight is Alexandre Libert with the wide open 3-pointer. It's that kind of play, of course, it's just going to keep them in the game, as we mentioned, but that was a 3-pointer by Libert. Dorsey, again, causing all sorts of problems on the defense for Belgium. Belgium just can't get anywhere near him at the moment. Well, there's Kalathis wide open, taking the three-pointer. And right at the end of the first half. Well, ladies and gentlemen, go get a drink. We'll be back for the second half momentarily. This is the FIBA World Cup qualifiers.
Who will you become when the moment arrives and you're carrying the expectations of an entire nation, representing your people and their dreams, the colorful faces in the streets, the screaming fans in the stands? It's time to make your move. All eyes on you, all hope, all heart. Because when you win for all.
Hanger, lovely behind the back, crossover, and the flush. Just a shake of the head there from Hopkins on the bench with disbelief at the move from his teammate.
Time running down, step back, it's good, right at the buzzer! Marius Grigonis loving that, that is a tough move.
Now, oh, Poirier, what a spin move from the big fella! Coming into the game late, making a huge play, look at this.
Sabonis, and away he comes in the open floor. And left hand is the finish. Just runs the floor so well. Sabonis at 6'11", he does not look 6'11" when he's in full flow.
Nurkic bounce pass. Look at him run the floor. Oh, is he okay? Kamenyas crashed to the floor.
Hanger now at the top with possession for Hungary. Pass inside, and there's the thunder. Ailingsfeld puts what looked like half the Czech Republic team on a poster.
Almost lost by goodness, he's got to get it across, he does. Acox comes to his rescue. Acox going for the big dump, what a block! Unbelievable action above the hoop in Reykjavik.
Nurkic, oh, a dangerous pass! Yabusele, 48, you don't want to foul him, he goes up for the dunk!
On the verse, the Vries very active in the opening minutes of this one. Nice pass to the corner as well. Extra pass on to Clough. Clough going behind the back. Dazzling dribble. What a move from Charlon Clough. Tying the Spanish defense in knots.
Nurkic thought about launching it. He's going to take off. Oh my goodness me, are you kidding me? What a move from Nurkic. They're going to be talking about that one for a long time. That might just be the dunk of the qualifiers. Wow, look at this. Is he going to shoot it? No. And then he sees it open up, and he says, I'm going right at you, big fella. And he goes and he puts Poirier on the poster.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half here of this FIBA World Cup qualifying matchup between our host Greece and the visitors Belgium. Well, Greece out to an emphatic lead here at the moment. At the moment, they just can't be stopped. Well, they're led by that man, of course, Giannis Antetokounmpo. Giannis, as we mentioned, at the moment has 14 points, leading the way here. All the players as well stepping up here for Greece are the likes of Kalathis as well, along with Tyler Dorsey, both having relatively good shooting nights, as we mentioned. Well, they finished the game in the first half with Dimitrios Agravanis, along with Thanasis Antetokounmpo, Kalathis, Dorsey, and Kostas Papanikolaou. Well, Belgium, they're being led, of course. Well, there is the QR code for the official Basketball World Cup app, the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app, where you can customize your experience, get all the stats, highlights, and news that matter to you most. There's a QR code, the official FIBA Basketball World Cup app. Again, if you look at the statistics in this game for Belgium, of course, I mean, at the moment, only 4 for 2, 12 from the perimeter, 9 for 10 for the free throw line, of course. I mean, you always got to step up and hit the charity stripe. With 18 rebounds, they are actually leading the rebounds against Greece in this one. Well, Giannis, as we mentioned, currently leading the way for Greece with 14 points with 4 rebounds and 1 assist. But, I mean, it has been the Antetokounmpo show at the moment. I mean, he really has been the key factor in this game for this team. Well, Giannis now will initiate the offense here, getting a dribble handoff with Tyler Dorsey. We'll find Giannis here in the low block, guided by Pierre-Antoine Gillet. And Giannis with a one-legged fadeaway. Can he get the drop? No, he can't. Well, now Emmanuel Lecomte being heavily defended here. Well, there's a three-pointer from downtown. He doesn't get it. Giannis trying to follow up with a rebound, and now Kalathis. What a pass, finding Papanikolaou. We'll keep it alive now, finding Dorsey. Well, Dorsey now, great defense by Emmanuel Lecomte. Well, Thanasis just slowing it down now, back to Kalathis. They want to get into a half-court set and work on things when they, of course, they get. It's Kalathis now, well, put too much on it now. Emmanuel Lecomte, he's going to lay this one up here for Belgium. Well, again, great job there by Emmanuel Lecomte, just coming off the back of a turnover there by Nick Kalathis. And again, it's ways right now here. And Belgium just need to try and stay in the game. And even if Belgium don't win this game, they want to make it a small margin so that when they have the rematch, they play the head-to-head, of course. Kalathis kicking up Dorsey. Dorsey tries another long one, doesn't get it. And now Emmanuel Lecomte can get something going here. They can capitalize on this miss. Lecomte down the lane. Finds Hans van Vin. Van Vin down the middle. Tries to step through, puts up a little teardrop, can't get it. Well, Belgium had a few options there, but again, it's the towering rim protection of Giannis Antetokounmpo. It's a nice little penetration by Emmanuel Lecomte to try and get into the key, but again, when you got to try and shoot over players such as Thanasis, Giannis, and Kostas Papanikolaou, you can understand why he tried to kick the ball out. Giannis now getting a handoff here with Dorsey. Dorsey down low to Giannis, oh, to Thanasis, sorry. Thanasis pump faking, taking a little fadeaway. Well, hits nothing on that one. And the Waka just going very quiet at the moment. It's Bako now looking for a handoff, throwing down low. Well, no, goes out to Lecomte. And that's smart there by Emmanuel Lecomte, because if Belgium can try and get into the penalty before Greece, well, they can see Kostas Sloukas sidelined due to a little minor injury he has. Well, that's what I was saying with Emmanuel Lecomte, because if you can get into the penalty early on, again, it's another way Belgium can try and dig themselves back in this game. Is now Abasahan coming off one screen. Pulls up for a shot right in the face of Thanasis and gets it to drop. Well, Belgium now cutting it down to a 12-point ball game. Well, being inspired by Ismail Bako, Pierre-Antoine Gillet, Emmanuel Lecomte, and Retan Obasahan. And Giannis kicking out to Kalathis. Back to Giannis, going behind the back, kicking out to Kalathis. He's got to make this one. Doesn't get it. Thanasis now following up with an offensive rebound, finding Tyler Dorsey. Dorsey takes a three, nails it. Well, it's a two-pointer. So he had his foot on the line there. You can see Papagiannis along with the third Antetokounmpo brother, Kostas Antetokounmpo. Currently not suited to play this game, so it's going to be a lot of minutes for Giannis, Thanasis, and Kalafdis along with Tyler Dorsey. Well, Lecomte now finding Obasahan. There's a pick and pop with Gillet. Gillet for three, takes it. Doesn't get it now. And now Kostas Papanikolaou looking to try and go all the way here. Giannis in with another Giannis step, and again, simply unstoppable. Well, that's Giannis at its best, and a lot of people really have identified that Giannis isn't able to transcend that fast break kind of basketball here in international play. But I mean, if you're Serbia the other night, what do you say when Giannis has 40 points? Obasahan now coming off one screen. Belgium trying to break this down. Van Veen now cross court, finds a wide open Lecomte for three. Got to make it, doesn't get it. Well, it's going to go out of bounds, and a fresh 14 on the shot clock here for the Belgium Lions. That's not a bad play there for Belgium, as they got a penetration, a wide open look, but let's have a look at the replay there. Wow, I think Kalafdis may have a case there, but Belgium, well, Baroussis is in the house, baby, along with Baby Shaq. But Giannis Baroussis, remember, he was playing for Greece in the 2019 FIBA World Cup qualifiers. Well, Lecomte now finds Van Veen. He's got to make this one. Doesn't get it. Obasahan comes up with a loose ball. He tries another mid-range shot. Gets the and one. Well, Retin Obasahan. Well, back-to-back field goals from the mid-range. Well, he would make a shot like that last season in Yerushalayim, and the fans would say, Yalla Puel. Retin Obasahan right now doing it for the Belgian Lions. Well, as he mentioned, next season he'll be going to play in France in the Pro A of the LNB as he makes a three-point play. Cutting it back down now. Well, Belgium just staying in touching distance. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, as I said, 2 more windows to go here. As Kalafdis goes into the Euro step, finds Thanasis. Well, Giannis thought about taking it again. Another Giannis step. Oh, that's an NBA 2K move right there. And again, it's simply unstoppable. Well, the Greek god just can't be stopped out there. Obasahan now, a bit of contact. He goes at Giannis, doesn't get it. Well, he's got Dorsey to his right, Thanasis to his left. But in the end, Papanikolaou turns it over. Well, look at this. Kyrios Antetokounmpo. Way too easy, baby. And the Greek god now, again, Coach Tudis, just trying to limit as much play for Giannis in this game, even though they do need him to play the full game, of course. Yeah, Giannulis Ladanzakis and Agravanis come back in the game. Well, 15-point deficit now. Belgium with another chance to chip in the deficit. Lecomte now finding Ismail Bako. Bako down low to Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Gillet tries to go off the backboard, can't get it. And Agravanis comes up with it. And this is where Greece has been dangerous now. Papanikolaou giving this one back to Kalafdis. Kalafdis coming off one screen. Down the middle. Oh, that's way too easy. Where was the help side defense? Well, the Belgian Lions simply nowhere to be seen. Lecomte now down the middle. Trying to find Bako. Another turnover. Well, he got options. Well, he's got Thanasis down the middle. Euro step. Oh, it's beautiful. Papanikolaou just put a clinic out there. Well, Papanikolaou went in transition. Now we got a timeout now as Dario Giorgio wants to talk it over. Well, look at Kostas Papanikolaou, Atosime, and Adaskalo. The professor just going to work there, putting on a clinic. And Kalafdis there with a sweet little finger roll. Well, it's all Greek basketball. It's Georgia. Let's go in and listen now.
Got it. Going for a smile. Jonah. Yep. Go for no transition basket's easy now. Hey, we spent fouls. We got 4 to give, guys. We got 0. Listen.
the one side, with continuity. Out the handoff, go in a pin, and don't go in a step up and dive. Okay, listen, watch, do they switch? If they switch, pass back. Big in the duck curve. It's very hard, or fake in and find the weak side.
Here we go, 1, 2, 3.
Well, Kevin Tillman now back in the game. And now Greece now just trying to pile on the pressure a little bit more here. And Atudis, excuse me, just saying, Ella, catch up with it. Well, Tillman down low to Pierre-Antoine Gillet is now. Mombassan's got to get a shot off, step back. And a foul's going to be called again. Yeah, Nulis Larentzakis doesn't agree with the call, but he should have no arguments. I mean, literally, look at the replay now. Watch a step back here by Obasahan. Larentzakis just lands right into his area. I'm not sure that, well, they've called a two-pointer, so it's going to be 2 free throws here. Well, I think they want to double check now. Was it a 2-point shot? Or did he have both feet behind the line? It's very hard to see from that angle, of course. I felt from the first angle they had a better view, but the camera did lift up, of course. Well, they're going to keep it at a 2-point shot, so Rhett and Obasahan, the upgrade hasn't been made, of course. Again, you think about the years he's played in the basketball Champions League with teams such as Nürnberg, not to mention sitting against Avellino. Well, you got to love that. I mean, that is a beautiful shot right there. The Belgian basketball fans making the journey down here to Greece. And Jean-Marc Mouina, along with Bresenberg there, just looking on, is, again, credit to the Belgian Lions. The free throw shooting has been very good for them tonight. And again, you can only credit the spirit of this team to keep battling back and just keep playing right to the end. Kalathis now with the ball in his hands. 17-point lead now here for Greece. Last seconds now, crossover Larentzakis. Larentzakis all the way, somehow finds his way in, doesn't get it. Well, great job by Obasahan. And now Belgium can push this one. Well, Rhett in transition. Well, trying to find Kevin Tumba, but the foul has been committed. Well, there's a cross court, finding Gillet. And now in 10 on the shot clock here, Jonathan Tabou Taboo now pump fakes, kicks out. Van Veen doesn't go for the shot. Well, forces up I don't even know what to call that shot. Well, the problem right there is Hans Van Veen's got to have confidence in his perimeter shot. Maybe it's not his regular to do business here with the Belgian Lions, but when you play against Greece and you get a wide open look, you got to take it. Well, Hans Van Veen is a terrific basketball player. We've seen that time and time again in the Basketball Champions League when he played for Filou Ostend. But he's got to have the confidence in himself. He's got the ability. Well, Giannis checking back into the game for his brother, Thanasis. Kalatis now looking for options. I think they're going to call a foul against Jonathan Tabou in Belgium. Again, if they don't want this to get any worse, they cannot afford switches on defense. Which, look, right there, Jonathan Tabou having to defend Giannis Antetokounmpo. And Giannis now. 3 Belgian players around him, finding Kalatis. 6 seconds left. There's the alley-oop. Oh, my goodness gracious. Well, Giannis met the summit. Went straight up in the air. Well, this man elevates right to the top of the Acropolis and came down in Holargos. Well, now Papanikolaou here, finding Nikos Kalatis. Kalatis there. Down the lane, Kalatis, a sweet little faggy roll, but didn't get the right touch on. Is now Tabou. Finding Jean-Marc Mouina. An unsportsmanlike foul is going to be called against Larentzakis. Well, yeah, Nulis Larentzakis. And look at Etudis. Etudis just coming into the equation. I think he was perplexed. And Dario George, I mean, look, Dario George is one of the best basketball coaches you'll see here in European basketball, renowned for being very animated on the sidelines in Filou Ostend games. But at the moment, he understands his team. Well, there's a replay. Look at Larentzakis there. And that's a right call there from the officials, because Larentzakis locked up arms there with Obasahan. Again, he missed a free throw. Well, kicks out now. Jean-Marc Mouina had the shot, didn't take it. Finds Pierre-Antoine Gillet. He'll take the three-pointer. Well, Silva trying to battle for the rebound. Well, Tabou now, top of the key now, finding Obasahan. Trailing by 16 points. There's a crosses over Giannis. Obasahan goes in. Well, the Retin Obasahan just put the brakes there against Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, look at the crowd. Can't see it too well from that angle, of course, but well, you gotta love the confidence from Retin Obasahan again. The ability to step up and just to show no fear to go at Giannis Antetokounmpo. We can't miss another free throw now. Giannis with a rebound. And Giannis all the way, and he gets fouled by Kevin Tumba. And he'll go to the free throw line now. Well, a little bit of height. Is that Theo Papaloukas? Did we just see one of the greatest point guards in Greek history? Well, there's a foul by Kevin Tumba. Oh my goodness. Tutis wants an unsportsmanlike foul call, but I'm not sure he's going to get that one. But you got to love the passion from Coach Tutis and Sotiris Manilopoulos. Well, Sotiris Manilopoulos, the assistant head coach, actually went and played his university basketball at Boston University in the NCAA. As we mentioned, was the head coach of Ike back in 2017-18 after Jurij Davids had his season the year prior. Oh, again, I think the cameraman, let's play hide and seek. I mean, where is Nikos Chachivretas? Where's Dimos Dakoudas? Well, the entire 2016 that beat LeBron James and Carmelo Anthony at the 2006 FIBA World Cup in Japan is Giannis misses the second free throw. Well, we just saw Papaloukas sideline. And where's Kill Bill Spanoulis? Is he in the house here? Well, Bassan now looking to go pick and roll here. Handoff with Jonathan Tabou. A good bowman now. Maxime Dezua finding. Well, Tumba's got to go up in a traveling violation, I think. Well, just the presence of Giannis and Antetokounmpo under the basket. Well, Kevin Tumba is a very good post play, but again, he's got to try and show no fear and post up. I mean, back into Giannis, do something, but well, Tumba, as we've seen over the years, when he was playing in the Basketball Champions League, what a great player he is, of course. Well, there's the kick out, there's the three-pointer. Well, Giannis at the moment with only 5 rebounds, but he does have 18 points. And there's the perimeter shot. Well, there's a kick out again. Tabou's made one shot, takes another one, and again can't get it. Well, they're getting good looks, but they're just not making them at the moment. Well, there's a shot by Giannis. Yatris Parakolo. Well, Filamu Giannis making a three-pointer. Well, that is now the 6th three-pointer of the night here for Greece. Well, Maxime Dezua now kicking out here, and an offensive foul is going to be called against Kevin Tumba. And Tumba just having a few words for Larentzakis, but, well, I have to see the replay of that one. Well, Tumba, well, the fan said, Ena, Theotria, Efcharisto, Giannis. Well, who said Giannis Antetokounmpo can't shoot three-pointers? Giannis is just putting a clinic, and again, you got to feel for Kevin Tumba because I felt he did a good job of cementing the mismatch against Larentzakis. Well, Ismail Bako now back in the game here for the Belgian Lions. Well, Giannis now trying to post up here. Goes all the way, and again, a strong move, no foul call. Giannis with a follow-up. And again, it's just tough there for the Belgian Lions because they're putting the brakes on the defense against Larentzakis, but then they forget that the Greek god is just following in for the second chance. Well, now we got 5 seconds difference between game clock and shot clock. So Jonathan Tabou is going to go pick and roll here with Ismail Bako. Tabou now gets a switch on defense. There's a crossover, makes a penetration. Tabou goes in. They turn it over. And at the end, the last few seconds, Larentzakis doesn't get it. Well, it was the shot clock that expired. The Greek fans probably thought that Greece could have got one more there. Well, at the end of the third quarter, it is Greece who have a 20-point lead here over the Belgian Lions. We'll leave you with some stats and some highlights here. There you can see, of course, Giannis making the last three-pointer for Greece, going 6 for 16, 20 for 32 from inside the rainbow. But look at that stat, 6 for 15 from the free throw line. Well, Belgium shooting very well from the charity stripe, 14 for 17. But let's take a look at some of the highlights now here from the third quarter. Well, Emmanuel Lecomte there, you can see coming up with a loose ball off the turnover from Nikos Kalathis, but look at the Bassahan here. This is what he's got to do now, get into the mid-range, right in the face of Thanasis. And that is what Reton Bassahan does time and time again. Thanasis there finding Dorsey. Dorsey again, another player. That's his third tray ball tonight. I think it was a two-pointer, actually. He had his foot on the line. And look at the dish up there, finding Giannis with the Yanni step there. As we mentioned, we've been saying all night. Again, how do you guard that? I don't think you can. Well, just to give you a bit of a shout out, well, I'll tell you when we get back to play, of course, after the highlights, but there you can see Daskalos. And again, who said Giannis can't hit it from downtown? Well, he took that one in Syntagma, baby, and landed it. Well, make sure you download and subscribe to Courtside 1891 to get all the best stream schedules and scores, where you can follow the FIBA Women's World Cup, the biggest event, which will be hosted next month. Along with in the fortnight, we have the FIBA Eurobasket and the America Cup. Well, Leonidas Kasalakis coming into the game. So we got Dimitris Agravanis along with Giannis. Bocharidis there you can see. And Yanulis Lanantzakis. Well, if you want to know how many fans we have in the building here tonight in the Waka, we have 19,443. Well, Agravanis, well, going to be an unsportsmanlike foul. What was Kevin Tumba thinking? And the home crowd clearly, Giannis just saying to Kevin Tumba, you need to calm down, man. That was very dangerous. Well, Kevin Tumba is a hell of a basketball player, one of the best professionals you'll meet. But again, emotions. And I think he understands there he made a mistake. Well, what happened was he turned it over. I think, well, if you look at it from that angle, it's nothing in there, of course. I mean, Kevin Tumba is one of the top professionals, and I think he tries to pull out of the block shot, and unfortunately his momentum goes forward. Well, it's tough again. Well, Tumba's not that kind of player, and you have to know he is a top world class. There is the response for Dario Georgia. Well, he's had a tough game this evening, but again, Kevin Tumba's not the kind of player that would go out to do something like that to kind of harm a play. I mean, most likely it's going to be upgraded to an unsportsmanlike foul. Well, he was actually playing in Greece this season for Yonikis Nikaias. Also has played in Kolossus Rodu. But Kevin Tumba, I think the best thing right now is just to kind of, again, get him to the bench. Wow, it does look bad from that angle. But again, I got to tell you, the years I've been commentating games with Kevin Tumba, he is just a world-class professional. But again, he's made a mistake there, and I think he identifies that. He raised his hand. The unsportsmanlike foul, for sure, it's going to be called. Well, the disqualification. Well, it's a poor foul there by Kevin Tumba, but again, respect to Kevin Tumba. If you know him, you've seen his career over the years. He played for Ucan Murcia for many years in the ACB. He's not the kind of player to do such a thing, and it's probably a mistake. He'll learn from this. But the most important thing, of course, is Dimitris Agravanis is okay. He locks it off. Well, 21-point lead now here to the Greeks in the fourth quarter. On the lane, Agravanis missed a wide open look now. And now Jonathan Tabou. Well, Tabou now coming off one screen. Well, finding again Tabou. Well, Tabou had an option there, takes the mid-range, puts a high arc on it. Well, hits nothing, and goes out of bounds. Dario Georgia now, you can see Sanders players keep putting on the full court pressure. Again, the key thing for Belgium in this game is to stay in there, narrow the deficit as much as possible. Remember, they have to play each other again in Belgium. So if they have to win on a head-to-head, you want to make it possible so they can come back and give themselves a chance. Well, throwing it down low here. We're trying to guard against Jean-Marc Mouina. Again, Mouina, maybe in that case, because he had his hands down, is when the foul's going to be called. Right there, that's where the foul is. And what Jean-Marc Mouina has to do is keep his hands up. Again, Belgium don't want to put Greece into the penalty too early. Well, a traveling violation. Let's have a look at the replay there. I think that's the right call because Giannis took the pivot back on his right foot. Maybe took the extra step there. Let's have a look here. That's definitely a traveling violation, no arguments. Well, there's a three-pointer from downtown. The three is up, and the three is good. And again, the Belgian Lions, Maxime Dezoué, the former Apoel Nechoulan player. Remember, he was a key part of that team when they made it to the Basketball Champions League Final 8 in 2021. Ismail Bako with a rebound, and now Belgium trailing by 18. Remember, they want to keep chipping the deficit. Tabou takes a three, in and out, doesn't get it. Well, that's a good look, but he didn't make it. Giannis now, his time now, got it by Bako. In the corner now, finding Larentzakis. Giannis now sizing up, thinks about it. This time he takes it, pump fakes, bit of contact. Well, Giannis just putting the moves on right now. Well, Giannis with a pump fake, getting Ismail Bako in the air. Well, he'll go back to the charity stripe. Well, Giannis now with 23 points, 4 rebounds away from a double-double. As Giannouli Larentzakis. It looks like Thanasis is going to come back in the game here. Well, again, you got to love how this man's career has progressed. You think about it, in 2013 when he was drafted by the Milwaukee Bucks, the one thing Giannis has always shown a desire is to play for Greece. Every event, whether it is the Eurobasket, the FIBA World Cups, and that is what a true MVP of world basketball, an MVP in the NBA. Wow, this is interesting because Thanasis is laughing because if Giannis misses the free throw, he's not going to get subbed out, but I don't think Giannis is thinking that. But again, a true great of world basketball will play in the NBA and play for his country, just like Giannis. Well, Giannis missed the free throw, of course, so Thanasis, again, just has to wait for the substitution now. Well, Tabou now looking for options here. Well, we got Ismail Bako here, guided by Bakaridis in the puck. Well, there's a step back by Jean-Marc Bouina, again, hits nothing. So the substitution will be made. Thanasis now will come back into the game. Well, what a performance for Giannis Antetokounmpo. 24 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 assist in the end. 2 steals for that matter. Again, don't you forget Giannis. Multiple occasions, Defensive NBA Player of the Year, along with his MVP awards and his accolades. Well, Thanasis now in the game here. As Dorsey now pulls up in the mid-range, takes it, cool as you like. Tyler Dorsey going to work. Putting it back to a 21-point lead here for Greece. Well, Maxime Dezoué, and again, one thing you don't want to do is get into any confrontation here in the Waka when you're down by 21 points. Again, you got a crowd here of over 19,000 fans. I'm not sure what Thanasis did there, but whatever he did, I think there's a potential upgrade here, and the officials just having a very polite word with Thanasis. Well, I think they have upgraded it now to an unsportsmanlike, and again, it's the right call. Thanasis is just getting the crowd in the game, but Maxime Dezoué stepping up and hitting the free throws. Well, again, what a big-time professional. 35 years of age. Maxime Dezoué started his pro career in 2004 in Brussels. Well, was playing last season in Italy for Happy Casa Brindisi, of course, in the Italian League. Remember, in 2016, he was a champion of the Czech League with Irabasco Nimburg. We got a timeout now. Teams want to talk about it. Well, poor Maxime Dezoué still holding up. But let's go in and listen now to head coach Dario Giorgio.
That's the first thing what I want from you. We come here to play basketball. So be smart in decisions now. Listen, very careful now. Max, you smile. Alex, screening Brands. Brands sprint here to the corner. Alex going in the elevator. Crowdy. Listen carefully. Alex adapt. Jonah. Over. Pass to Jonah. Pick and pop. Into option. Pick and roll here. Hey. You have 14 seconds. You don't need to hurry. Okay.
This one. And we have.
Well, that was a three-pointer by Maxime Dezoué. And again, you probably saw that time and time again last season in Italy. But look at Tyler Dorsey just taking Alexandre Lippert to school there. Well, Tyler Dorsey, just one hell of a professional basketball player. The kind of versatile player that you can play on the perimeter, but also can play the point guard role. But more importantly is the fact that this guy just shoots the ball so well from the perimeter. We'll try another deep three-pointer by Dezoué now. We'll turn it over. And now Agravanis here in transition. Agravanis, bit of contact. And again, lays that one off the backboard. Well, Belgium have got to hang in there. Remember, a whole 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, in the lane now, Bacco finishes it, and that's much better. And again, for Belgium, they want to try and cut it below 20 points as much as possible to give themselves a chance of playing for that head-to-head. In the reverse picture, when they play in the next two windows, of course, remember, we've got two more windows of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers after this window. And Dorsey now, step back, takes another deep shot at Dorsey, making it rain. Well, someone check the weather forecast. It ain't sunny here in Athens. Well, the rain is coming down in Syntagma Square as Tyler Dorsey goes up to 19 points. Well, throwing it down now. Maxime Dezoué trying to post up here. Well, pump fake, got the brakes. I missed it. Well, it's a good move, but he's got to finish that one. Well, now with just over 6 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Greece leading by 22 points. The three is up. The three is good. Well, he took that one in Pirias and landed it in Ambelokipi with a deep three-pointer. And a blocking foul is going to be called here against Bocaridis. But I think it's the right call there, of course. Well, that is from no man's land, Syntagma Square, baby. Well, somebody call the electricians. Tyler Dorsey shooting the lights out. Well, there's another three-pointer by Alexandre Lippert. Can't get it. And the rebound secured now. Well, Bocaridis is in the mood. He's feeling it right now. Well, finding Dorsey. And Dorsey down the middle. And an offensive foul's called. Well, Dorsey gets called for the charge. Well, that's good defense there by Jonathan Tabou. Again, something that the Belgian players probably could have benefited more from trying to commit to tonight. Again, it's easier said than done. I don't know how many professional basketball players on the planet. Well, Thanasis comes up with a loose ball now. Well, Dorsey was calling for the alley-oop, but Thanasis didn't see him. Well, Thanasis pump fakes. Thanasis baseline. Well, Thanasis went for it. No foul called in the end to turnover. Well, finds. Oh, baby! Ismail Bako. Oui, s'il vous plaît. Wow. Ismail Bako. Merci beaucoup, mon ami. Well, we saw that last season for Baxi Manresa. My goodness gracious. Remember the name. Well, he's going to go to the free throw line now. I'm not sure what Dario George, I mean, I think he maybe wants an upgrade to an unsportsmanlike foul, but I think that's a regular one. Dario George, I mean, you got to love Dario George. I mean, this man transformed for Lou Ostend as a Belgian basketball dynasty. When he went there in the 2010-11 season, no team has ever dethroned for Lou Ostend in Belgian basketball. But over the years, he has coached them to be the greatest. Well, technical fouls called against him, so once he makes a free throw. Again, I have all the respect in the world. I always pay homage to Dario Georgia, one of the greatest basketball coaches you'll find here in international basketball. Now Ismail Bako steps up to the free throw line. Well, he can't make the three-point play. Well, beautiful hustle there, Pierre-Antoine Gillet. But again, you gotta love its spirit. 5 minutes ago, Belgium know they're outnumbered, but they keep on battling because they know it's gonna be the second matchup, the head-to-head that they want to play for. But they gotta get it within 20 points. Cut the deficit down as much as possible now. Well, Giannis, the Greek god, is on the bench at the moment. Bokaridis along with Agravanis is on the court here with Thanasis. So Belgium have to capitalize here. Well, Lecomte now putting on the brakes, finding Bako. Bako going baseline. Bako, well, gets his own rebound now. Gillet for three. Can't get it. Well, they're getting good looks, but they're just not knocking them down. And nobody can fault that here from Belgium. Thanasis throws it down. Well, Belgium's transition defense pays the price. Well, 26-point ball game now. And there's a kick out to Gillet. Lecomte gets the three in the corner, and Lecomte knocks it down. Well, plenty of time to keep chipping down the deficit here for Belgium. And as long as Etudis wants to keep Giannis on the bench, the opportunity there for Belgium is possible. Well, there's Larenzakis now kicking out to Dorsey. Dorsey just keeping it alive now. We're in the post now, finding Thanasis. Thanasis, Yatris, way off the mark. Well, now Lecomte can push this one. Well, he's gonna pull this one out. He's got a wide open, he's gotta take that. Well, Gillet had to take the three-pointer, but he went for the two-pointer instead. He went for the right option. And now Coach Etudis calls timeout as his 26-point lead has been cut down to 21. Well, last season as well. That was the three-pointer by Emmanuel Lecomte. That was a deep three-pointer by Bokaridis. Well, plus 19,000 fans here at the Waka. Timeout now here to Greece. Let's go and listen to what Coach Etudis has to say. His players probably disappointed that they're looking very lackadaisical out there. If we look at some of the stats, of course, the team's relatively similar on the three-pointers. Only more three-point field goals, but again, if you look from inside the rainbow, that's where Greece has been dominated. 62% from an inside three-point land. Again, if you look at the rebounds, of course, I mean, that's interesting to see that Belgium's losing by 21 points, but they are actually leading the rebounds.
Stay here, and that's Tyler. Is that okay? We play 31 like 41. Flip.
Get the rebounds, guys. Get the rebounds.
Well, there you can see some legends in the house. I thought it was Papa Lucas, but next to Barousas. Well, Barousas and Sofo, Baby Shaq. Well, if you want to see some serious content, go onto the FIBA YouTube and watch the 2006 FIBA World Championship semifinal. where Sofo Shotsunitis went to work on Dwight Howard and Brad Miller in Saitama, Japan. I mean, what a big game that was for Greek basketball, defeating the USA. Well, Tyler Dorsey now throwing this one down low. Another turnover. Great defense there from the Lions. It was the right idea, of course, but in the end, probably not the option they wanted to go for. Well, an offensive foul is going to be called against Emmanuel Lecomte. So, again, just when Belgium were building some momentum, was that the right decision to make there? Well, three-pointer. Dorsey takes it, doesn't get it. I think going to call foul on the rebound there against Pierre-Antoine Gillet, right for the reach there. Well, free throw shots now here for the Greeks. Well, it's interesting that Atudis has brought Giannis back into the game, and I think it is an interesting decision, but well, the free throw shooting from Greece tonight has been probably one of the most, well, it's just confusing, of course. You think Greece, a great basketball team that they are, but this team has shot horrifically here from the free throw line. 9 for 23 now. 14 missed free throws. Well, 3 minutes to go now. Alexandre Ribert finding Pierre-Antoine Gillet, takes a wide open three. Got it! Cutting it down now. And Belgium doing everything to cut down the deficit. But here comes Giannis. Finds Dorsey, and Dorsey gets fouled. That's a silly foul to give away. Because now, when you're trying to cut down the deficit, Dorsey's going to go to the free throw line. But again, after I read out the last stat, 14 missed free throws here from the Greeks. Wow, it's a silly foul, but well, Tyler Dorsey, as we mentioned, American father and a Greek-Israeli mother. Went to the University of Oregon, drafted by the Atlanta Hawks in the 2017 NBA draft in the second round. As we mentioned, played for the Memphis Grizzlies and also briefly for the Dallas Mavericks. As he makes both free throws now, putting Greece back up by 20. Well, Chef Tyler and the Greek fans now just getting into his 2.5 to go. Well, trying to come off one screen now, looking for options. Spartanovic is just, well, did he call bank? I don't think it matters. He's even laughing about it. Well, Vrenz Blemberg there, just kissing that one a prayer off the backboard. Well, Giannis now putting the ball handler moves here against Gillet. Well, Giannis time, baby. Well, Giannis for three, doesn't get it. Well, Emmanuel Lecomte now looking for Bratanovic. Well, Bratanovic, another member for Lou Ostend. Want to get the ball in the corner. There's a pump fake. Finds Gillet in the corner. Gillet takes a fadeaway three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Greece come up with the ball now. Giannis here. We'll put the moves there on Belgium. And there's a mismatch in the post now. There's a kick out. Bakaridis tries another three-pointer. Doesn't get it. There's now Emmanuel Lecomte now. Adebayo tries another one, doesn't get it. And another offensive rebound here. There's Bratanovic. Looking to go pick and roll here now. 7 on the shot clock. Lecomte's got to get something going. Well, Gillet, handoff. They got to get a shot here. Wow, another turnover. Finding Giannis in transition. Giannis step. Well, Diora Ine, it is Giannis Antetokounmpo time. Well, Giannis is just doing it both ends of the floor. 26 points for the Greek god, 7 rebounds. Lecomte now down the lane, and again, Lecomte avoiding the block shot of Kyrios Antetokounmpo. That's a beautiful move there, but again, that's something Belgium, well, Giannis Mairevi Toyiros, he's cooking as he's been doing all night. And he leaves the game finally, and that's a smart decision there by Itoudis. As the Greek fans now smell the victory. 17-point lead here for the Greeks. Well, there's a penetration now down the lane. Finding Agravanis. Agravanis got to get something going. He's going to get called for 3 seconds, but he's fouled in the process. So we're back to the free throw line. The foul saw Pierre-Antoine Gillet. Agravanis playing for Ike Ikitrini Mavri Ivasalisa. Makes the second free throw. Well, Manuel Lecomte now with the ball in his hands, and he gets fouled. You can see, of course, Greece just continuing to pile the pressure on here. Again, it's going to be 2 free throws in. This is not bad here for Belgium, because if they can cut it down to 17 points, I mean, ideally and realistically, you want to get it to as close as 10 points as much as possible. Let's play hide and seek. Where is Dimitrios Diamantidis? Well, there's the Ikoyenia Antetokounmpo along with Kalatis. Well, makes the second free throw now. And Greece will get one last possession here. Well, Mikhail Lutzis with the ball in his hands. Lutzis now, 10 the shot clock now, giving this one up. Kasalakis, 3, doesn't get it. Well, to all the basketball fans, well, Lecomte is going to keep going behind the back. Well, Kali Nikta here in Greece as they win this one 85-68 over Belgium here in the 2023 FIBA World Cup European qualifiers. And Tunis and Georgia pay homage to each other. But Greece lead with the victory. Ikoyenia Antetokounmpo, what a performance it was. Kostas didn't play, but big brother Giannis, along with Thanasis, led the way here tonight. 26 points for Giannis. Kalatis chipped in 12, but Tyler Dorsey cooked up Mairevi, 22 points. What a game it was here for the Greeks. They simply dominated from start to finish. Well, it was just that kind of evening. And there you can see the respect between Retin Obasan and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Well, what a performance it was from the Greek god, as we mentioned. But again, it's a team effort. And there you can see Greece, after a disappointing loss in Belgrade against Serbia, they finish this window with a victory against Belgium. Next stop for them, they're on their way to Milan for the 2022 FIBA Eurobasket. Well, can they bring home a 3rd Eurobasket championship? They did once in 1987. They did it with Papaloukas and Diamantidis, Chatchivrentis Spanoulis, and Papadopoulos, the big man, back in 2005, where they beat Dirk Nowitzki in Germany. Can they do it again? Belgium, they'll be on their way to Tbilisi, Georgia. It's 1-1 for them in this window. Well, look at that. That's a beautiful sight there. One of the greatest basketball players on the planet giving his jersey to a fan there. Well, Giannis Antetokounmpo, a heart of gold. If you've seen this film Rise, I mean, what a story this young man's career has been. And again, those Greek basketball fans, they pay their respect and their homage to all the Greek players. Well, other players we mentioned, Kalaitzakis had a relatively small game tonight. Giannis Larentzakis as well. And Kostas Papanikolaou, he had 9 points. But again, the most confusing stat was Greece with 13 for 27 from the charity stripe here tonight. 24 for 38 from inside the rainbow and 8 for 23 from the perimeter. And what a game it was here tonight. Well, the Greeks, interesting enough, but you can't write this game, of course. If you told me Belgium was going to win the rebounds, I'd say, well, Belgium would have a good chance of winning. Well, Rhett and Obasahan led the Lions in scoring 14. Ismail Bako with 12. Well, let's take a look now at the highlights from this game. Well, Belgium, of course, did everything they could to try and stay in this game, to give themselves a chance. And in the end, of course, it was the Greeks who left this one with the victory. Well, there's a lot of things you could have said, of course, in this game that could have made a difference. But the fact is, when you've got Kalaitzakis, Papanikolaou, Tyler Dorsey, and that man, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the Greek god, simply it's going to be a long night. I mean, look at, how do you guard that? I mean, that's like a regular basketball player going for a layup and a two-line layup in the warm-up, excuse me. But again, you credit Leonidas Kasselakis along with Jonas Kuzaleglu as well coming into the game with Mikhail Lutzis. Well, there was Daskalos, Professor Papanikolaou going in with a sweet little finger roll. It was just that kind of night tonight. And there's Agravanis in transition there. In the end, you gotta think that Greece is now going to make themselves. I mean, they've probably learned the lessons from the 2019 FIBA World Cup where they lost to the USA and didn't beat the Czech Republic by the margin that they needed to get to the knockout round. Well, big game, of course, ladies and gentlemen, here tonight. It's all over in this window for the Greeks and the Belgians as they will head now to the FIBA Eurobasket. But again, it's more games to come here in this window of the FIBA World Cup qualifiers. But for now, here in Greece, it is Kali Nikta. Good night, as we will see you